28.37. Alright, so a single circular current loop 10 centimeters in diameter. So like this. That's a surprisingly good circle. Alright, carries a 2 amp current. What is the magnetic field at the center of this loop? So I equals 2 amps. What is the field at the center? Alright, so the magnetic field, due to a current carrying loop, we can look up on page 946, because as fun as deriving that from scratch sounds, I really don't want to. So the magnetic field at the center of a loop is mu naught I over 2a. Alright, so mu naught is 4 pi times 10 to the minus 7. One day I will remember the units, but that day is not today. And a is the radius, so that's going to be our 5 centimeters. Alright, so if you plug that into our handy dandy calculator, 4 pi times 10 to the minus 7 times 2 divided by 2 times 0.05. I made 2.5, close enough, times 10 to the minus 5 Teslas. Okay, so part B, suppose that we now connect 1,000 of these loops in series within a 500 centimeter length to make a solenoid 500 centimeters long. What is the magnetic field at the center of this solenoid? And is that 1,000 times the field at the center of the loop in part A? Why or why not? Alright, so B, now we have 1,000 turns, and the length of our dude is 500 centimeters, aka 5 meters. That is a very long solenoid. Alright, so back on page 946. A long, closely wound solenoid with n turns per unit length near its midpoint. B equals mu naught little n I, where little n is the number of turns per length. So the turn density, if you will. Alright, so if we plug in our numbers, 4 pi times 10 to the minus 7, n is 1,000, L is 5 meters, and I is 2 amps. 4 pi times 10 to the minus 7 times 1,000 times 2 divided by 5. Plot. It's 5.03 times 10 to the minus 4 Teslas. Alright, so this is not 1,000 times the strength of our loop in part A, because now, instead of having it all smooshed here into one nice little skinny loop and having it concentrated at that point, now we're spreading it out over a huge long distance. 5 meters is a long distance. So by spreading it out, you're spreading out the field basically. So like all of that concentration that would have been at the center of the loop, had you been able to smush 1,000 turns into the same area as this one, good luck, is now going to be spread out over a much larger distance. So that's all. Alright.